This is the Infinity Summit Group. Truth, passion, success. Hello everyone and welcome to the Infinity Summit Group podcast. Today is the 11th of April, 2022. Today we're going to be talking about the book Principles by Ray Dalio. All right, and I'm Xavier.
Logan.
Jesse.
And Noah.
Yes,
Welcome,
hello.
boys.
Welcome.
So, Principles by Ray Dalio. First of all, thoughts on how everyone felt about it. It felt generic like most of the other finance books we read. I think it would be very beneficial if I owned my own business with some of the stuff, but most of it was fairly generic, and the principles, he didn't actually start on the principles until damn nigh the very end of the book. So just skip to like the last three-quarter and you'll be able to find what you're looking for.
Well, he even says in the beginning, he said, well, I'm going to go through a lot of my business history and all that shit.
Yep.
Just skip.
Right when
Skip
he
the
said that, I
principles.
did. I was like, I ain't listening to none of your...
I tried for a minute just to get the full, all the details, and I couldn't do it.
I pretty much listened up until the principles, and then it started listing them off, and I just started banging my head.
So, yeah, the overall, what is it, synopsis, is that the word?
Yeah.
That's a good word?
Nice.
Okay.
Big words,
is-
Zave.
It's very dry. It's a super fucking dry book unless you're, very interested and it's something you're working on currently. Like, if you have a business and you're trying to manage a lot of people, I'd say it would be a good book, but if you're not doing that, don't even bother for a minute.
Yeah, the only thing I
Even
found
that wasn't like
super interesting was the baseball cards for
Yeah, that was
employees.
kinda
I thought that was really neat, but other than that, I didn't care about really anything he said.
Even that, though, I feel like if the company I worked for did that, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but they're making a lot of money, so you deal with it.
Yeah.
And it depends. It's like baseball cards to figure out your strengths and weaknesses and who you can work with good and maximize the company. It's like, yes, you maximize the company, you maximize the employees' profits,
That's facts.
you know?
Definitely, I don't know. And it just kept going on and on and on.
So what are some of the principles? Do we have Spark notes pulled up?
Oh, yeah.
I read it a while ago and I didn't finish it. I don't remember anything.
All
Just
right.
be hyper realistic, I think was one of them, or something similar or close.
Yeah, I did like that part about it where he's like, look, there's emotions and then there's facts. Just stick with the facts. You'll be okay. It's not, it's like, hey, you're weak in this area. So what? Let's improve it or not. Let's figure out what your strengths are. It's easy as that. He said when people weren't honest or weren't honest about their mistakes, then that's when he would fire them versus grow them.
Makes sense.
It
It was also pretty cutthroat how he was talking about if someone didn't fit with the work culture, then they just cut them. He'd hire a bunch of people and only keep one or two of the best.
I feel like that's how a workplace should be, though. It's like
Oh yeah.
it's not an emotional place. You leave all the emotions at home, all your bullshit. You go there. If you can't fucking make the par, you're out.
Yes.
That's how
Agreed.
it should be. I mean,
Agreed.
but then he talked about how a lot of his employees were his friends and his family, and he got him
Well, he treated them like friends
Yeah,
and family is what it was.
health insurance and stuff.
Yep.
But he's like, fuck dental. It's like, if you want to
Yeah.
get good dental, you do that yourself.
Uh-huh. Dental, vision, all that jazz. I'll just give you health insurance.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. But he said they had damn good health insurance. It's
Yeah.
like, I got them the best of the best. Made sure they were taken care of.
Do you know what company he was running?
Yeah, it's called Bridgewater.
Bridgewater Associates.
I don't know if it's associates or investments or what.
Some shit.
Bridgewater.
We looked up, this dude's like a billionaire or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
He's very wealthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so if you're going to listen to anyone about how to start a business, he might be one of them.
Although it sounds like he started one and made it on one, which is impressive.
Yeah, that is true. But he had lots of failures along the way, for sure. He said he was broke multiple times throughout the book. It's just like, I was
Yeah.
broke and destitute again.
Again.
Yeah.
For the fourth time.
Yeah.
But he did it on one company, though, which is impressive.
Yeah, he
Most
did.
People don't usually stick it out with one company. Especially from college clear to now, however old he is now. He's not young.
Yeah, but didn't he say he was a super young kid, 12 when he started investing in stocks?
Yeah.
Or 11, something like that?
Mhm.
This book kind of reminded me, the style of writing reminded me of the Millionaire Fastlane a little bit. It's kind of like how, or was it another book? There was another book we read that was like literally just like this, exactly.
Millionaire Fastlane was the dude who's like, just make a business and sell it for $10 million.
It's pretty
It's
easy. I
easy.
did it.
Yeah, I just found the place in the market, and there you go.
He's the guy that was in the .com boom, right?
Yeah.
And then sold the company for $10 million, and then bought it for $400,000, and then turned it back into a $10 million company.
Basically,
Yeah.
find a good opportunity and get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he sold it for like just a few million, and then bought it back for 400, and then
Right.
sold
Either
it
way,
for
he
10
made
mil
a
again.
shit ton of money off
Yes,
of
he did.
it, and he got it back.
Yeah, done good. But basically, some of his principles are stress testing. So basically, you try out an idea, test it for a while. If it doesn't work, you accept feedback and try something else, which is smart. You know, you try a bunch of different opinions. Having a realistic view of yourself and being able to be open-minded enough to accept critique from others was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes with his principle of kind of embracing the reality of everything. That was big throughout the whole book. Embrace reality. Embrace reality. Like, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah.
A lot of people live in the fantasy world.
He also says, manage the company without you in it. What is something similar to that? Where it's basically act like you're managing a company, but not act like you're in the company. Which I thought that was kind of nice. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just take responsibility for it without you having to be present, I guess.
Without you having to be an employee of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the secret to a lot of business owners is like they got to be able to remove themselves from the company and it still run, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just work on growing it. So he's got a 5-step process to getting what you want out of life. Setting clear goals is number 1. Identifying and not tolerating problems, challenging your system to reach your goals. Diagnosing the problem's root cause, designing a detailed plan with solutions to fix the problem, and then doing the tasks set forward in the plan. So basically, set goals, trial and error to success. That's what that is.
Give us that scientific method.
Yeah.
Observe, whatever.
Yeah. He did talk a lot about how transparent their company was with all the employees, which is cool. As long as it's not some super sensitive information of the company or someone's personal life, whatever, then they were super transparent with everything. All their meetings were recorded. So that was kind of cool, and I think a lot of companies could benefit from that because you always have meetings behind closed doors, secret rooms, you know, and then nobody knows what the hell's going on except the people at the top.
That is one thing I've noticed a lot is like communication in a business. It's huge.
Yeah,
If
massive.
not, it sucks. Like, yeah, makes the efficiency go down. People start getting like untrustworthy, or you know, they start not trusting the people they're working for because they're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
And we just find out like a day before. It's like,
Yep. We are now doing this system.
yeah, like what?
Good luck.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else he had here. Evaluate people accurately, not kindly. So that's the realism with their strengths and weaknesses. I mean, honestly, pretty generic finance book.
Yeah, can you tell we weren't super impressed?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good book. It's his life's work and stuff. But we just heard the same thing so many times. You'd think we'd be successful by now.
Right.
Um,
It's about what you feed yourself.
yeah.
I keep eating these vegetables. They're not doing anything.
Yeah. and once again, it's most finance books are written, I am wealthy now and I'm writing to you on how to get there. It's just like, yeah, you just have a positive mindset and get wealthy, you know? And we're working on step by step from the beginning. So we started at nothing and here we are and here we're going.
A lot of it's super out of date, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this dude probably was doing this 30, 40 years ago. So
Yeah.
it's like this would not... Some of the things he does, there's no way it would work today.
he got wealthy on like cattle and soybeans or something.
Yeah, there's no.
The first time, I'm like, what?
it
Chicken
just-
nuggets, bro.
There's a lot of books
nuggets.
that are like that though, that are just kind of they're outdated, and you're like, there's no way that would work, because there's no way I'd respond to that at all.
Yeah, he's going over to meet with China and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, boy.
It's a different world now.
Yeah, goes over to Russia, just hangs out, like, brings off his kids. Nah, bro. Not nowadays. But there's definitely some good thoughts in there. If you haven't read any finance books, this would be a good one. But if you've read any finance books, it sounds about the same as the rest.
I would disagree. I would say it would be confusing as shit if you're just starting out.
It would be, yeah.
After a while of listening to them, you're like, okay, this is the same thing. So
Yeah,
it's, like,
it's true.
it's a good book if you're starting a business. That's where
Yeah,
I'll put
you
it.
could get some good things out of it.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not something that I think I'd ever go back to reading.
Nothing crazy. And we'll figure out what we're doing for the next book.
or
If we are doing a next book.
So let's talk about that right now, if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah.
So I just had an idea of like having everybody kind of pick a piece or like a podcast or a book that they want to do. Like say something you're interested in, you do that. You know, Jesse does what he wants, and then we all kind of come together and kind of talk about what we went and learned.
As long as it's financial, political, spiritual.
Okay.
Yeah. It just seems a lot
Sounds
better
fun.
than like sticking to one thing, and then if halfway you hate it, you're like, well, fuck, now I have to finish it anyway.
Yep.
I felt that way about a lot of books.
Yeah. I think that was a lot of
Agreed.
them, except like Atlas Shrugged. I was just like, I don't want this to end. And when it did, I was so pissed. I was just like,
I got very done with it the first 2/3 of it. I wanted the last
Did
third
you
of it
read the last third?
Mhm.
Oh,
I
you did
finished
read the whole
book.
thing. Okay, yeah.
It's because I wanted the last part of the book to be the entire book.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The setup was like all fine. I didn't care about the setup. I cared about, because I already knew the premise and I understood it.
Yeah, because we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, so I wanted to get to the ending and how she portrayed how everything would go out. You know, like how society would collapse.
Yeah.
That's the part I wanted to see. So that was a harder one.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I don't know. Part of the setup, you're getting that character development in all of them, and you're seeing where they came from. You're just like, oh man,
Dude,
that's what creates great men, you know.
it's the foreplay.
Oh,
That's the foreplay before the
yeah. It's got 40 hours of it though.
30 hours of foreplay, 10 hours of actual, or 10 hours, yeah. But
Yeah.
So you're saying all of us pick a book?
it could
Or
be a book,
what?
a podcast,
Oh, just a
Article,
topic in general.
topic, yeah,
just
whatever you
a
want.
piece of knowledge.
There's a good chance I'm gonna do
Okay.
the World War I history one that I talked about a
Oh
couple
shit!
times.
Yeah, that'd
you
be
should.
sick.
Still loved that one. That one was freaking awesome.
Hell yeah.
That would be so cool. Love to hear about that
Yeah.
one.
In other news, I'm debt free now. So
Yeah, everything
congrats,
but the
bro.
car, right?
yeah, except the car.
Fuck
Except
yeah.
the car. Well,
Congrats.
that's an easy payment. So
That's a big
awesome.
leap.
yeah, dude, his
That's awesome.
whole weight off your shoulder. Like, okay,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Hell
Now
yeah.
it's time to begin.
Is anybody else debt for you except their car?
I am. I didn't have any
Fuck
to start
everybody
with,
but
though.
me. I'm slacking.
Kept it pretty low. Haven't had any big purchases other than my cars.
Yeah, that's the
Ever.
way to do it. Good.
I got the Apple Card recently, and I kind of like it.
I like it.
Apple Card?
Yeah,
Mhm, that's what I have.
it's a metal
What's
card.
it about?
It's on my phone, so it's
Oh.
really convenient.
Tell me the cool perks the Apple Card has
So I
versus
think-
others.
Every purchase you make, it's like 1% back in cash. If it's certain retailers, you get 2% back, and if it's Apple stuff, you get 3. So it's kind of like stupid that
You also get 0% financing on any Apple products you buy with it,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
which is how I bought
If you're
my
an
phone.
Apple fan.
there's a couple perks, but my main thing is it's easy to use. The card is actual metal, which I think is fucking sick.
That's way cool.
And then you can actually see your cash back. Like I've had it for a month, and I've already got like $70 in cash just
Nice.
back that you can just like put back in your bank. Like
Yeah, that's sweet.
that's pretty cool.
What's the rate though?
It's high. Mine's like 24%,
Is it?
I'm sure.
22 maybe. It's
makes
just,
sense.
but it's
If you keep-
convenient and on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can just like tap it and shit.
that's
Mhm.
cool.
And whenever I'm buying stuff on my phone, you can just click Pay with Apple Pay, and it'll just pay with the credit card.
Oh. Did they give you a pretty high limit to start too on it?
Not me.
Oh, okay.
I think mine is like 200.
They
Okay.
give me 1,000.
But your credit scores, if you're willing to share it.
Oh, it was trash.
Oh, okay.
I got my TransUnion up to 725 though now.
That's not bad.
Sweet.
Nice.
Now, yeah, it went up 57 points within the last month. So.
Because you paid off all your debt.
Yeah. And then I think the FICO score is the most important one. That's one that the banks actually look at. So that one's pretty low still. I think that's the hardest one to get to move.
Oh, I thought they took like an average of all three
That's
they
that's
do.
what I thought. I
to
thought that's
make
what the
your FICO score.
The guy at the bank told me, he's like, oh, we only look at FICO. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was just all three averaged, like you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
selling my car.
Already?
Ah, yeah.
Why?
Just because it
Payment
was
sucks.
fun. It was cool. And
Got it out of his system.
yeah, now I'm going to go buy a beater, probably like a 2008 Sonata, and just have no car payment.
Fuck yeah.
And then pound it all towards investments. And
That would be
Whatever
nice.
the fuck
I'm
else.
just not willing to get rid of my truck.
yeah, but that has so many good things connected to it, not just speed.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But
I'm telling you, getting rid of your truck is worth it, but painful.
The thing is,
That's
I
all I'll
want
say.
I want it for my whole life. That's
Yeah,
why.
then
I want to pay it off and then get a beater car, but then I gotta wait 4 more years. So
how much
Yeah.
you owe on it?
25,000.
Oh, that's not bad. You could pound it out quick if you wanted.
No, and if I sold it, I'd make money. But
Yeah.
you know,
How much money?
I'd bet $5,000. I bet I could get 30.
So
for
why
it.
the hell aren't you selling this
Yeah, I
truck,
was like-
Jesse?
I like
That's
it.
called an investment.
Just wait till the Cybertruck.
You
like,
turn a
is fully
liability
out.
into an investment, dog?
Dude, I like
That'd
it.
be
I don't know.
gnarly. And then you buy a truck again in say the end of the year because gas prices are so damn high. Those trucks are going to go way lower. Quick.
That's actually
Yeah.
true.
I hate that. That's a good argument.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bess, but turning a liability into an asset and an investment would be fucking crazy.
Let's all just buy some beater cars.
I sold my
Some
truck for more than I owed
I
on
already
it
have
too,
one.
but not much.
Yeah.
I like my cars. The issue.
I know.
Yeah.
I really love my truck too. It's my baby.
We were talking about that the other day. You kind of like have an emotional attachment to your vehicle when you've lived in it or been in it for so long.
Yeah.
Because so many memories. Like you spend so much time in your car, especially when you're going on road trips and shit. You see a scratch, you're like, I remember that.
Well, I was swapping cars out like once a year, twice a year for a while there
Very good.
until I got my white truck. I was like, yes, I found one. And then things changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah.
He used to be an adventurer. Then he took an arrow to the knee.
Yep. Then I took a flight loan to the knee. Which, by the way, is my only debt besides my car. My wife's car.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's no. Especially because it helps you get a job.
Yeah.
Potentially, hopefully.
And you
All of
owe,
it totaled
like,
together is just over $100,000.
a small loan of $1 million.
Small loan. Chump change.
Hell yeah.
Well, if you guys can't tell, we are absolutely winging this podcast. Just having some
No.
fun.
Oh, we definitely talked about the book. I did want to talk. We definitely wanted to talk about Zave's winning. Yeah,
Achievement.
his win. His
That's a
achievement.
win.
What are you doing to celebrate is the question.
I wanted to buy a bottle of champagne. That's what I was wanting to do.
Champagne, huh?
Champagne.
Nice.
fun.
But
I don't think I've ever had champagne.
It's not good.
Me neither.
some of it's good. I found one called Schramsberg. It's fucking delicious. I know it sounds weird, but like
Schramsberg?
Schramsberg.
Okay.
I'm probably butchering it, but
I mean, it's no different than, what's that, Rumple Nuts or whatever?
Rumple Nuts,
What's it called?
Rumplemints.
Yeah, Rumple Mints.
It's way different. Rumplemints is terrible, by the way. It's like peppermint vodka, almost kind
So
of.
it's like Listerine.
Yeah.
You're just drinking
We
mouthwash.
we call it Park City mouthwash.
Do you just drink champagne raw?
Yeah.
Or do you mix it?
I mean, you can if you want to make a mimosa. That's what a mimosa is a drop of orange juice.
I
or
did
splash of
not
orange juice.
like mimosas.
They're not good.
I had one and was like, why do people like this shit? It's just like, eh.
So why champagne? Why not vodka?
Well, because I drink vodka all the time.
Good point.
And
Switch it
champagne,
up.
you get a pop bottle.
Oh, right. Those
That
are the
is
pop
chicken out.
bottles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, which we do that at work all the time.
That's
It's funny.
sounds
It'll
fun.
like hit customers sometimes. and shit. It's like pop. It'll fly off the ceiling and whack somebody. Shit, sorry. But there's actually a difference between, a lot of people think champagne and Prosecco are the same thing. It's a lot different because champagne can only be made in Champagne. And if it's not from Champagne, it's not champagne. Same with tequila. There's a town called Tequila, and if it's not made in tequila, it's not tequila.
So they have like a patent on it, essentially.
Yeah, it's literally, yeah. So if they tried to make it anywhere else, they could probably sue the shit out of them or something.
That's
And
weird.
As well as bourbon.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, a couple of interesting things.
So how much debt did you actually pay? Or how much were you in debt?
I was in
Let's say last year
last
to
year
now.
Last year to now.
Or like when because you were out of debt for a second.
Yeah. I
And
got
then-
out of debt for a second, then I went back in.
How much debt did you get into and then to now?
So, $3,000 for my mattress, $2,000 for my.
Which, by the way, is that mattress still Gucci? Fucking amazing, huh?
Oh, so nice. If I could go back and like purchase it again, I wouldn't, just because of how expensive it was. But it's done wonders for my back, and it's sick. So
Hell yeah.
I like it. I
Alright.
probably just would have got one that didn't massage my back and do the lifty stuff. I would just got a
It
regular. mattress.
massages your back?
Oh yeah, it vibrates. You click it. And
Is it heated?
No.
Kidding me.
No, but
That's
I did
pretty
buy
sick,
a
though.
mattress that has, or the mattress that I bought has silver woven into it.
Okay.
So it keeps it cool.
Ah.
So it's
That'd be
been nice
nice.
for that. I've never overheated in it.
No wonder it was so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
You know what else
anyways,
does wonders for your back is your mentality.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
As
So
well as
3,000
probably
for that?
taking care of it, but
Oh, yeah.
3,000 for the mattress, 2,000 for my teeth. I had 1,500 on just one of my cards.
So we're up to 65.
Yeah, I was up to 65,000 or 6,500, and then I had another card with 1,000, so that was 7,
D5.
and then another card with 300, so
Damn,
7 grand,
boy.
700 or 7,800.
Shit, boy.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
And how long did it take you to pay off that debt? Because you were grinding on it for a while.
Yeah, I would say December was like when I really started, and I had half of it paid off by this month, actually, earlier this month. I had like half of it still, and I just took this last paycheck, and I was just like,
Dumped it.
I already paid off my rent. This is pretty much all my debts right now.
Hell
all I
yeah.
need to pay, so I just threw it all out there.
Nice.
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh, and then 1,090 with my court fee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Is
That's
that
all
paid
paid
off
off, too.
yeah, I just paid that off today.
Nice.
So
Probably gotta feel good.
dude, so good.
Yeah.
That's good for you.
That's a
Really.
decent amount of debt to be paying off
was
that quickly.
ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Then your credit's gonna jump quick.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
to
you'll
watch
probably
it.
see it jump another 50 points. Easy.
I don't know mine's at, actually.
Yeah.
So that was good. We got a lot of vacations coming up. So
Where to?
going to Sand Hollow, down in Moab this weekend. Sand Hollow, maybe Vegas, maybe Mesquite. Haven't decided if I want to go.
Heck yeah.
And then I've got Tennessee, Nashville in May.
It's so pretty out there, dude.
Is it?
It is
It's
really
awesome
nice.
out there.
Hell yeah. We're just renting a Airbnb for like 5 days. Just
Nice. Check
Hanging
out
out.
the what was it called? The Grand Old Opry.
mhm.
That's where that's where all the country singers go out and play.
I fell
Yeah.
asleep.
It's fun, okay? It's fun. There's a lot of culture behind it.
I'd like to go for, a day. I don't even know what we're going to be doing. I'm so excited just to have 5 days off in a state that I don't live in.
Lots of bars in downtown.
If you get a chance, check out this hotel. We went and stayed in this hotel. We went for Hosa. It's called isn't it called the Gaylord Hotel or something?
Yeah,
Lord Hotel. What?
Yes.
it is
It is-
super cool.
Huge. It's got like 3 different environments in it.
How does that compare to like a lot of the hotels in Vegas? Because you go to like
Different.
Caesar's Palace and shit, and it's fucking huge.
Yeah, those are big. Those are probably bigger, but this one was way cooler because
That-
those ones are more like we stuff as many people as we can in here, and there's
Yeah.
shops. You
And
know,
as many shops as they can.
correct.
Yeah.
This one was actual environments. There was plants. There was a river
had a-
inside.
What?
Yeah, you could get on a boat and they'd take you through the
No
river.
shit.
to
A
the
boat
hotel.
ride in this hotel, dude.
That is pretty.
It
fucking
was
cool.
so pretty.
Hell yeah,
They
that's
have
way cool.
restaurants on the water in the hotel.
It was really
So-
Have
cool.
to go check that out.
Check it out. Yeah,
Is
it's
it in
in
Nashville?
It's in Nashville. That's where we went, right?
Yeah, I went to Nashville.
Cool. Just Uber around.
And their barbecue over there, so good.
Really?
What
I
I-
wasn't very
what I-
impressed.
Well, what I remember most about the barbecue was the pickle they served on the side. Dude, that was the best pickle I've ever had.
Was it fried?
No. It was
pickle?
just,
Just a
it
good
was just a
pickle?
cold pickle. And I tried that shit. It had the most delicious crunch and flavor you could even imagine.
Well, it's like Leatherby's, or better.
Oh,
Their
way
pickles.
better.
Really?
Dude.
Yeah, their pickles don't impress me.
Yeah, all I
They're
remember
good, but it's
I
like,
like
was
them.
getting the sausage that Dr. Booth had recommended, and it
I didn't
tasted
like
like a
him.
Vienna sausage. And I was like,
Oh,
for real?
wow.
I paid a lot of money for a fucking Vienna sausage?
a giant Vienna sausage.
I was not
the fuck
happy.
is this?
Look, all I'm saying is try the pickles.
Oh, I'll probably
In
try.
Nashville.
I'll try a pickle.
And they are known for their barbecue in the southeast, so try a good barbecue place, of course. But if you ever get the chance, I went to a place in California one time. It had something called swamp fries. They were like brisket fries with some crazy sauces on them. Probably the best fries I've had.
Do you remember the restaurant?
I don't remember what the restaurant was called, but I remember the city. It's in,
Sacramento.
I thought it was in Redding, California.
Reading.
No, it wasn't in Redding. It started with an L. I don't know. I'll remember it.
If I ever go back to California, maybe. I think
Yes.
the only reason I would go there is for the redwoods.
Oh,
Because
Definitely.
fuck California, to be real.
I want to go to their beaches again.
Dude, I want
cheap
to
flights
go to
out there.
Florida
Yeah.
beaches.
Florida's better, yeah.
But yeah, I'd way
You're not
rather go to
freezing your
Florida.
ass off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Water's way warmer in Cali.
Probably more sharks, but we love danger.
My credit jumped 46 points last
Holy
month
cow.
too.
For real?
Damn.
Hell
Because
yeah.
you paid off debt too, didn't you?
Yep, all the way.
How much debt did you pay off?
It's about 5.
That's damn
Decent.
good. Everybody's just dumping money in their debt.
Mm.
Mine increased by 14 points.
What are you at now?
797.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
That's
What's
good.
yours?
That's amazing.
It should jump again soon.
742?
Nice.
You're going to
Yeah,
crack
not
the
terrible, but not great.
I want to
That's
crack
good, though.
800 so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to crack the legendary number.
Yeah, that's not FICO. That's like TransUnion and Equifax and whatever.
That's good though.
Yeah. High sevens.
Equifax.
850 is cap, right? Or is it 830?
850's cap.
850. Ooh.
One day, boys. One
Yeah.
day.
One day, yeah. If we can hit it by 10 years of credit, that would be sick.
Yeah.
So,
And I think you can.
28.
Yeah, about 28, because usually people with 850 credit scores have 30 years of history behind them. If we can do it in 10, sexy.
You're doing well.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've been looking around for houses to do house hacking,
Yeah,
but
it's hard to find in Utah.
It's a graveyard right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking boneyard. Like, what the hell is this?
There's more recently than I've been, because I check every once in a while. It's more now than there has been.
I
Like
just-
more reasonably priced. I mean,
What's reasonably priced to you, though? Because I'm
okay,
looking
what I
for
mean
something
by
that's like
reasonable
3 bedroom.
priced is that
400,000.
it's, yeah, comparatively to everything else that I've
Yep.
seen over the past year. So around 400.
Excuse me.
Not something that I could afford, but like compared to what it has been, that's what's like better.
I was like trying to look at like 250 to 3.
Yeah, I seen
Probably
one-
won't. You might find a shed for that much.
Yeah,
In
Might
Utah?
find a cardboard
For real.
box on the side of the road.
Yeah, at least in the cities.
it's,
you know.
it's terrible. I'm constantly just checking because I'd like to know.
Yeah,
And
if you
it's
go
just-
far down south or far up north, you might
Well,
find something.
Even I checked out a house in Delta just because it was on there.
Yeah.
Like 400 grand, but Delta's in the middle of nowhere. It's 2 hours south.
Yeah.
It's like, why would this house be worth this much money? It's not.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
dead ass considering moving to Texas. Get a massive
I heard
house
it's
for
pretty
like
fucked.
500. Huh?
I heard Texas is fucked right now. I've talked to a lot of Texans like lately because I've been like asking around because I thought about moving there too. That Colorado or somewhere south, but they're like, dude, don't move right now. It's bad.
Because the border crisis.
Something I don't
And
know.
A
They're
lot of
just
people
saying,
are moving there right now.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people are moving there. They say the people down there are just shitty. Like they all try to fight you. I don't know why,
Oh,
but I don't
Because
know.
they're sick of all the Californians flowing in.
I
probably.
think that's what every state's trying to deal with right
Yeah,
now.
like-
But it's like this sucks now because California is just leaking all over the state.
Too bad
or the
Wyoming's not
country.
a nicer, a prettier state. That would be the
Dude,
place to
what?
go. Wyoming?
Wyoming is so pretty.
No, I only ever see the desert shitty part of Wyoming.
It's-
No, bro. Literally, my places that I like the best is Florida, then Wyoming.
Wyoming would probably be cheap and
Yeah.
close.
It's
There's
so
like
fucking pretty.
less than 1 million people live in the entire state.
there. Yeah.
It's the least populated state in America. Like
It's-
500,000 people.
That's insane.
I
That's
don't
where you
get
go if you want the country. Trying to live a country life.
Yeah, that's less people than
Yeah, you
half the people that live in the valley. That's crazy.
You can purchase quite a bit of land up in the northwestern part of Utah called Grouse Creek.
Grouse Creek.
Yep. We're looking up just raw land up there, and you can get like 10 acres for 10 grandish.
That's not bad.
You can get it's cheap land up there.
You can get that in Iron County too.
Yeah.
Just do that and then build a compound.
Yeah, the issue is where do you work out there?
Where
If
do you
you
get
don't
your water
remotely.
and sewer and all that? Yeah.
What did you say?
Remotely.
If you can get
work
internet,
remotely,
Starlink baby's gonna open that up, make all that land worth more.
I bet you'd be able to get satellite anyways. It would just be shitty.
You could build a well. That'd probably be.
Yeah,
the
you
only
have
way
to get
go.
water rights and all
Water.
sorts of stuff, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Be crazy,
yeah,
but
you have
if you're
to
looking for
pay
raw
to
land,
dig a well, and because Uncle Monty's pretty serious about moving down south a ways. I don't know if he will, but he
Dude,
wants
that
to
big
bad.
area that dude bought.
Mm-hmm. One I was telling you about not long ago.
heck
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be tight.
Cool for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Plus, he's got a lot of kids.
Isn't your dad trying to too?
No, my dad wanted to look at it, but Dad likes his house right now, and
It's a sweet house,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was there today.
and it
Really?
provides rent for him and everything. That's sweet. That's a moneymaker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although I did try to convince him, if you're gonna do it, just rent your house out.
Did your
Don't sell it.
dad? Did your dad have a whole life policy, bro?
Just what do you call it?
Term.
Term, yeah. There was something he was waiting for. I can't remember what it was.
They couldn't get a whole life on probably your mom. They could probably just get a term. Right?
She has a term that might be able to go over to a whole
Might
life.
be able to convert. It's
That'd
not a
be
bad
sick.
idea, because she's probably not insurable now.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But she's healthy,
Yeah.
except for minor details. But
Minor, major details, yes.
well, it's not like she's gonna fucking topple over and die tomorrow.
It's possible. Once you've had a stroke, it's likely you'll have another. You know?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know that either.
Fuck. Am I wrong? I
I
might
don't
be.
know.
I don't
No,
know.
it makes sense. 'cause
Let's
a lot
figure
of
it
this
out.
Stuff
Yeah,
happens
I'm on it.
once you're screwed. Cause
Yeah. Well, I imagine she's not insurable just because it happened once. So they're like,
Mhm.
oh, it's more likely to happen a second time, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how to spell that.
yeah, I also know
Stroke?
they've got the.
I'm having a shitty brain moment.
Are you having a strong?
I'm having a strong.
I know they had a lawsuit going. I don't know if that's still going. It's been so long
That's
since
your
we've heard from
mom's
the
heart
lawyers.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Right, that'd be cool.
they totally screwed her.
The lawyers took the money and ran, didn't they?
No, they didn't. We didn't pay him nothing.
Oh,
Because it was like those things you see on TV where you're like, you got.
You may
Yeah, you may be entitled.
to compensation. Yeah.
I think they just called and got on that, whatever it is.
Civil suit or something.
Mm-hmm. So that's been a years in the making. So I don't know what happened there, but
Probably nothing will come of it. Let's be honest.
yeah, or it'll be a tiny bit of money because he did it to a shit ton of people.
That's probably what it would be. Yeah.
What did they do anyway? Left a medal or some shit?
No, so she got the open heart surgery because she had the hole in her heart, but she didn't need it. The dude
Oh.
was getting paid a ton of money to do it, so he did it. And
That's fucked
and they
up.
didn't check, and she was allergic to nickel, and they put a nickel thing that she was allergic to in her heart.
A lot of
Could
people
that have
are
caused her
allergic to
stroke?
nickel.
I think it could have, yeah. I think it made her sick
Wow.
for a lot of years because she
Yeah.
just had something she was allergic to in her freaking heart.
Yeah, I
she was
remember her
ill
being
for a
fucked
long
up for a
time.
long time.
Because she got it out and was feeling a lot better than not long after, I think, had the stroke.
Yeah, she seems like healthier now than she was before.
She seems like less headaches and less sick, which it
Yeah,
would make
lost
sense that
weight.
having
All of it.
the thing in her heart would fuck her up. So
I wonder if her body kind of became relied on it, and then they take it away, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have a panic attack and strong.
yeah, I don't know. But Mom's always had heart issues and stuff, so it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Just
if they
a-
can
a
swap that
balance.
to convertible whole life, that'd be sweet.
That would be tight.
I know he talked to your dad about it. I just know he didn't do anything about it yet.
Yeah.
Might have been waiting to pay something off or something or other. I don't know what is. I didn't get too into it with him.
I'll just remind him the longer he waits, more likely he's gonna have something where he's uninsurable.
Yeah, his hip.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, Yeah, Dad's hips have been messed up forever.
Yeah.
I can bend like an MFer.
Dad used to in middle school couldn't go to gym class because his hips were so bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know the things Forrest Gump had on his legs?
Yeah.
That's what Dad had till high school.
Wait, what things?
The things that are on your legs for.
Metal, like braces?
Mhm.
All right. So, of the 795,000 Americans who will have a stroke this year, 23% will have a second.
Okay. So it's reasonably high, but not crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. And then I'm just still working on my debt. I did go fly this last weekend again. I rented a plane and went and flew with an instructor. Working on the checkout process right now. But as soon as that's done, I can start renting their planes and take people up.
Are you having flight withdrawals?
Oh, I was bad. Yeah, I feel better now, but I do want to get up in the air again ASAP. It was so much fun. Like, the problem was, though, is that the things, like, it was a very much older plane than I'm used to, right? It had a whole bunch of different stuff than I'm used to as far as the interior goes. It was the things I've done and seen myself do in a plane versus flying that plane the other day just was embarrassing. It was
embarrassing.
It was fucking embarrassing. Yeah. It's like, wow, I'm way better than this, or at least I was at one point. But it also wasn't anything that I'm used to on the inside. So, all the buttons were different. It was a carburetor instead of fuel injected, so I had to prime it. I had to pump the primer to get the thing started, all of it. So it was very interesting. But it was not the same plane that my dad flew in. Because it's old enough to be, but the dude was saying, no, we had a plane that was the exact same plane, just we had it before their current one, and the plane that my dad flew in is in the side of Mount Timpanogos now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All souls perished.
Yeah. Oh, they crashed it?
Yeah.
Damn. That's tough.
Did they die?
All souls perished.
Ah. Everyone.
Yes.
We can talk about China.
Yeah,
And
I did
Russia?
want to touch a little bit on current events, brother.
Yeah.
Which is kind of your field.
Russia and Ukraine, they're still fighting. So there's nothing special about that. But China, they decided to go into like full on fucking lockdown. I don't even know what you would call it, what they've done. But it's just lockdowns for COVID again, to where they're having robots. They'll send them out and fly them, or they'll be on the ground driving around, and they just have like loud ass speakers connected to them, and it's basically saying, "Don't come out and protest. Stay in your houses." All this stuff.
No.
And then, yeah, robots, and then they have like other robots for the people that are allowed to leave their houses and go and work. Then they have to walk up to the robots that are in the streets and have the robot scan their phone to see if they have the credentials to go, like, be allowed out. And then they're rounding up people's pets and killing them. And then they're rounding up like their 2-month-old babies and just taking them away. And their people are starving to death because their program where everyone is supposed to be fed or whatever, excuse me, it's just not working.
Works every time in a communist country.
Right back to
commies.
good old-fashioned communism.
Yep.
Yep.
Going back to my roots.
Dude, that's kind of intense.
You
Pull
say they
them
have
out.
drones with AKs attached to them?
Yeah. Yeah, they have, yeah. Drones with fucking automatics and shit. So it's like, it's pretty cool. But it's also weird.
It's scary.
Pretty cool
Yeah.
and scary at the same time.
Yep. And
Chaos.
then around America, shit's been falling out of the sky. I don't know if you guys have been up to date with that.
What
What
do you mean?
stuff?
Don't know. It's just, there's been like Alaska, Oregon. I think there's a couple other places where these massive objects come flying out of the sky. And then the government says, oh, we sent a helicopter up there to see what it was. And there's nothing there.
What the fuck?
And there's video and pictures all over the internet. So, UFOs are back on the agenda, aliens and shit. But, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Nancy Pelosi got COVID after she was supposed to go over to, I think it was Taiwan, And then China said, oh, no, 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 you don't come over, or else there's going to be massive repercussions. The next day she gets COVID.
Has to go into hiding for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Sounds about right.
But
Yeah.
things falling out of the sky, like what? Optimus sent out a signal and the Autobots are coming.
Dude,
like,
I don't-
what the
I just
fuck
watched
happened?
that last night.
Yeah,
Are you pulling up the pictures?
exactly.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Autobots.
Look up the one in
Come
Alaska.
to Earth.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. It's
Fuck.
like, what the hell is happening? But, yeah, it's kind of that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Interesting.
I want to
guess.
figure out what these objects are. Is it just
Yeah.
like meteors?
I don't.
Like
Nobody knows. The government literally said there's nothing there.
the cube.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck is falling out of the sky?
Damn. Maybe I'll get to see one in Seattle.
I've never.
Yeah.
I can't really see any. It's not a lot. Yeah. Maybe might have a better look.
Yeah.
That is gnarly though. Crazy world. We were working on having a guest on this time, but we asked 2 of our guests to come on, and neither of them could make it today. Also, we won't be podcasting this next week. Let's see this fall out of the sky.
That's
here.
the one in Alaska.
Dang. It looks like something just breaking up in the atmosphere, honestly. But it is staying together quite well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's pretty close to ground.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, we won't be doing a podcast next week because a lot of us will be out of town. And then the week after, we're gonna try to have a guest on for their 1-year checkup, essentially. And we'll be figuring out who that is tonight. But yeah,
Alrighty.
is there anything else you guys want to add to tonight?
I don't think so.
No.
And we're gonna be starting that new thing where we're each coming up with a book or podcast or something, and just as long as it's
Really
financial,
relevant.
political, spiritual, then it's on the agenda, which is pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us again.
Thank you.
Peace out.
See you guys
Alright,
next
see ya.
time.